We gon' pop out with that stick, and I know that he won't say a name.
What up, you guys? Your boy Dway's back again with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about why media buying is a scam. So let's get into it. Nowadays in 2025, media buying is kind of a thing of the past due to the fact that the algorithm is so smart and it's able to read your creative and understand exactly who you're trying to target. So what does this mean for you? If you're media buying, this means that your creatives essentially have to be on point as long as your creatives are talking, or let me rephrase that. As long as your creatives are targeting the right demographic in terms of the desires, exactly what they want, have a what the hell is that word? Has a good a good hook and able to engage the end consumer, great, you will be able to have good performance in terms of your ads. Back in the day in 2019, it did matter what strategy you were, using, but nowadays I found, and this is like a big shift that I had, like last year, was it last year? I don't know what year it was, but I found myself realizing that I was worrying too much about the ad strategy. I'd be like, hey, this is not going to work because of the ad strategy. But at the end of the day, it's all about a split test on what works on your ad account. All the strategies work. I've been able to make money with interest. I've been able to make money with CBOs, ABOs. It's all about testing what your ad account prefers. For me, these days, my ad account prefers CBOs, and that's what I've pivoted to the last few, basically, honestly, the beginning of this month. I was mostly doing ABO plus CBO in Q4 because I didn't want to really change anything. But now that it's a new year, I pivoted solely to CBOs, and I've been seeing better performance, but it's not because of necessarily the CBOs. It's because I've just been able to, consolidate all the creatives into one place and not overspending with the ABOs. Because with the ABOs, I found myself, since I was testing so much creatives, I was just blowing budget testing creatives, and it wasn't efficient. So for me, I found, and the ad account also rewarded me in performance, that the CBOs perform better in having all the creatives in one CBO, and basically a DCT has been what's been performing the best for me and my ad account. So in understanding that, it kind of made advertising with my business a lot easier, because I don't have to look at multiple things when I hop in my ad account. I just look at, how's it been performing the last 3 days? Okay, has it been doing shit? If it's been doing shit, usually I'm not like, with your ad account, you have to understand what kind of your lowest point that you're never gonna lower your budget at. So for me, it's typically like around $500 a day per campaign. Right now it's a bit lower, but usually that's what it's at. And if in the 3 day window things are very bad, but I'm at $500, I'm not going to lower the spend. But if I'm above that, if I'm like 700, I might lower it to like 650, 600, and just decrease it that way and see if performance gets better over time in the next 3 day window that I look at the stuff. Because I'm not looking at the ad account necessarily every day. I'm trying to look at it more on a blended level and on a longer time frame. So just to make sure that I'm making accurate, improvements to the ad account. And it's just about really just playing with the budgets and adding better creatives. Like most of my day now, it's just creatives in the mornings. I told you guys this before multiple times, but in the mornings, mostly what I do is submit creatives to my editor, and that's where I've seen the biggest kind of return on ad spend, or return on my time, is just sitting down and focusing specifically on the creatives and making sure that the creatives I'm injecting into my ad accounts are actually very good. Because before, I'd be in kind of like a rat race, just trying to submit as many ads as possible. Well, it wasn't even submitting, it was me making them myself, manually doing them, making my ads, and I was just trying to do them as fast as possible, and the quality suffered, and they're mostly just iterations. But now, I'm taking my time, and I'm making sure that most of my ads are new concepts. For you guys, I'd say around 80% of your concepts should be new concepts. It shouldn't be necessarily the same thing that you've been iterating on for the past however long you've been running your ad account, because if you do that, you're going to realize that your performance is going to die out, and you might have been able to do 100K a month, but once that specific creative dies out and they're all iterations and none of them work, you're going to be screwed. So your goal is to always find new concepts that you could start doing some iterations on, but your whole ad account shouldn't be iterations. Again, 80% of your ads, or you can break it down however you want, but majority of your ads should be new concepts. This doesn't mean necessarily new angles, but it needs to be new ways of saying the same broad desire. Like if you're targeting, I don't know, your broad desire, for me, the broad desire technically is just, it's the gifting angle. People want to give gifts for whatever occasion, Valentine's Day, people's birthdays, for their anniversary. But how can I do this in a style that I've never done before? Because it's super easy to just change the hook multiple times. But how can I change up the wording, make it more emotional, make it, appeal more to the demographic and the audience who I'm talking to? And that's where I found a good lift in performance. So it's kind of a shorter video. Just wanted to tell any of you guys that media buying is not the end all be all. It's all about your creatives. And the reason why I made this video is because a lot of people were asking questions about different strategies, what to use in Telegram chat. Some people have been DMing me and swearing that one specific strategy is what works, like, for everyone. And I was like, bro, it doesn't matter. Just test it out. Again, it's a testing game. You won't know what works for you until you test it. Interest works. People say interest don't work. Interest works. You just have to test it. It might not work for your ad account, but I've seen it work for me. CBOs work. ABOs work. But none of this shit's gonna work if you're shit creative. So, yeah, this is your sign. This is your reminder to have good creatives. And yeah, this is about to be the end of the video. It's been your boy Dwitch. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.